Everyone told me that you can't find a decent running shoe under $100 that actually works for everything. My running friends said I'd need separate shoes for training, separate shoes for the gym, separate shoes for casual wear. But after spending 8 weeks testing these Nike women's road running shoes, I'm here to tell you, they might all be wrong. $75. That's what Nike's asking for these road runners. And honestly, I was skeptical. I've been testing athletic footwear for over 10 years, and usually when something's priced this reasonably, there's a catch. Either the cushioning falls apart after a month, or they're uncomfortable for anything longer than a quick jog, or they look so athletic that you can't wear them anywhere but the gym. So I decided to put these through what I call the real-world gauntlet. 8 weeks of morning runs, CrossFit sessions, weekend errands, even wore them to a few casual dinners just to see how versatile they really are. And what I found completely changed my perspective on what you can actually expect from budget-friendly athletic shoes. Here's the thing though, there were some genuine surprises along the way. Some good, some not so good. Let me walk you through exactly what happened when I put these Nike Road Runners through their paces. First test was the most important one, my typical Tuesday morning run. 5 miles at a conversational pace, which for me is about 8:30 per mile. Now, I always test new shoes on familiar routes because that's how you really know if something's different, you know? And right off the bat, no break-in period. Like literally zero. I'm talking straight out of the box comfort that felt like I'd been wearing these shoes for weeks. The Nike Renew foam in the midsole? Okay, I have to pause here because this genuinely surprised me. At this price point, I was expecting that flat, dead feeling you get from cheap EVA foam. But this stuff actually has some life to it. Not bouncy like those expensive carbon-plated shoes, but responsive enough that I felt energized throughout the entire run. But here's where it gets interesting. I decided to test the Versatility claim the next day, straight from my morning run to the gym for a strength training session. Most running shoes feel clunky and unstable when you're doing squats or lateral movements, right? But these, they actually held up surprisingly well. The outsole has this pattern that grips gym floors without being sticky, and there's enough lateral support for typical workout movements. Now, I'm not saying they're CrossFit shoes or anything. If you're doing serious Olympic lifting, you want something more specialized. But for circuit training, body weight exercises, even some light plyometrics, they were genuinely comfortable and stable. Week 3 is when I really started putting them through the ringer. I wore these shoes for everything. Morning runs, afternoon gym sessions, grocery shopping, casual dinner with friends. And here's what nobody tells you about lifestyle athletic shoes. Most of them fail the comfort test after about 4 hours of continuous wear. These didn't. I'm talking 12-hour days where I forgot I was even wearing athletic shoes. My feet never felt fatigued or cramped, and that mesh upper, it breathes so well that even in Houston humidity, my feet stayed comfortable. But let's talk about what they don't do well, because honesty is what we're here for. If you have wide feet, these probably aren't going to work for you. The toe box is adequate for normal to narrow feet, but I can see how someone with a wider foot would feel pinched after a few miles. Also, if you're looking for maximum arch support, maybe you have flat feet or plantar fasciitis, these are pretty neutral. They're not going to hurt you, but they're not going to provide therapeutic support. The other reality check came in week 5 when I tried to push the pace during a tempo run. 7:45 per mile for about 3 miles, and while they handled it fine, you can definitely feel that these aren't built for speed work. The cushioning that feels perfect for easy runs starts to feel a little too soft when you're really trying to fly. So here's my honest assessment after 8 weeks and probably about 180 miles of running plus countless gym sessions. These Nike women's road running shoes deliver on about 85% of what they promise. For most active women who want one reliable pair for multiple activities, they're genuinely impressive. The comfort is real, the versatility is real, and at $75, the value proposition is solid. They're perfect for women logging maybe 20 to 35 miles per week at conversational paces, who also want to hit the gym a few times a week and need shoes that don't look purely athletic for casual wear. If that sounds like your lifestyle, these are absolutely worth considering. But if you're training for a marathon and need maximum cushioning for those 15-plus mile long runs, or if you're doing high-intensity court sports that require serious lateral support, you're going to want something more specialized. Bottom line, sometimes the conventional wisdom is wrong. You can get a lot of performance for under $80 if you know what you're looking for. These Nike women's road runners prove to me that versatile, comfortable, reliable doesn't always have to mean expensive. Questions about these shoes or want me to test something specific? Drop it in the comments. I read and respond to every single one. And if this was helpful, you know what to do with that subscribe button. Until next time, keep moving forward.